Hello dear students. So let us discuss about the chapter chemical bonding. So a chemical bond may be defined as the force of attraction between the atoms. Okay, so you have already studied about the chemical bonding in your lower classes. So that means a chemical bond is nothing but it's a force of attraction that hold the constituent atoms in a molecule together. Okay, so let us see what are the types of chemical bonds. Okay, so there are four types of chemical bonds. So that is covalent bond, ionic bond, hydrogen bond, and metallic bond. Okay, so these are the four types of chemical bonds that exist in the molecules. Okay, so let us move on to the next topic. So that is Lewis causal electronic theory. Lewis causal electronic theory of valency. Electronic theory of Lewis and causal electronic theory of valency. So according to this Lewis causal electronic theory of valency, element having 8 electrons in their outermost orbital have no tendency to undergo chemical combination. Okay, so any element having 8 electrons in the outermost orbital, okay, so that type of element do not undergo any chemical combination. So that means when an element has 8 electrons, okay, so that means the element having a total number of 8 electrons in its outermost orbital, so it possesses highly stable electronic configuration. So therefore that element, according to the Lewis causal theory, any element having 8 electrons in their outermost orbital, that element do not accept the electrons or do not give the electrons. So it's neither accepts nor donates the electrons. So when it neither accepts nor donates the electrons, that means the element do not undergo any chemical reaction. Okay, so this happens. So the any element which do not undergo any chemical combination means, so that element will going to have the 8 electrons in the outermost orbital. Okay, so therefore according to the Lewis and causal electronic theory of valency, an element having 8 electrons in the outermost orbital have no tendency to undergo any chemical combination. Okay, so the next postulates according to Lewis causal theory, so elements having less than 8 electrons, okay, so 8 electrons in the valence orbital tend to have the 8 electrons by losing or gaining or sharing the electrons. Okay, so the elements which has less than 8 electrons in the orbital, so they will tend to have 8 electrons in their outermost orbital either by losing electrons or by gaining electrons or by sharing electrons. Okay, so the element should become stable. The elements wants to become chemically stable. The elements do not wants to undergo a chemical change. Okay, then the elements what they will do, so the elements will try to acquire the 8 electrons in their outermost orbital, either by losing the electron or by gaining the electron or by sharing the electrons. The total number of electrons in the outermost orbital will become 8, so that the element do not undergo any chemical combination. Okay, so next postulate is that the valency of an element, okay, the valency of an element is the number of electrons lost or gained or shared to attain the octet structure. Okay, so now valency anta heltivalla. So valency is nothing but it is the number of electrons lost by the element or gained or shared in order to acquire the octet structure. So in octet structure andre eno, any element which has octa andre eno 8. Okay, so any element which has 8 electrons in its outermost orbital is said to possess octet structure. Okay, so ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, octet structure ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, so next we shall discuss about the ionic bond, or it is also called as the electrovalent bond. Okay, so ionic bond means it is the electrostatic force of attraction. So electrostatic force of attraction, okay, between two oppositely charged ions. Okay, now electrostatic anta yavag use martivi word. Okay, electrostatic refers to two oppositely charged ions. Okay, so when there is an electrostatic force of attraction between the two oppositely charged electrons, so then such type of attraction we call it as the ionic bond. So ionic bond is nothing but the electrostatic force of attraction between two oppositely charged electrons. Okay, two oppositely charged electrons is called as the ionic bond. So in other words, what we can say, okay, the force of attraction existing due to the transfer of an electron from electropositive element to electronegative element. Okay, so the transfer of the force of attraction which exists when an electropositive element loses an electron, okay, to an electronegative element. So the force of attraction existing due to the transfer of an electron from electropositive element to the electronegative element. Okay, so in electropositive element, after losing the electrons acquire the positive charge, and the electronegative element after accepting the electrons acquires negative charge. Okay, if for example see here, so during the formation of NaCl, sodium chloride, okay, so the sodium ion will lose one electron. That one electron will be accepted by the chlorine atom. So here the sodium is electropositive element and chlorine is electronegative element. Okay, so when sodium loses an electron, it will acquires positive charge. When the chlorine acquires the electron, it will get negative charge. Okay, when the electrostatic force of attraction exists between these two oppositely charged ions, so then the sodium chloride molecule will be formed. Okay, so electropositive element, electronegative element. So the sodium loses an electron to become sodium ion. So after losing an electron, the sodium atom becomes sodium ion. When chlorine molecule acquires an electron, so this will become chloride ion. So these two are oppositely charged ions. So between these two oppositely charged ions, so the electrostatic force of attraction will arise. Okay. So the electrostatic force of attraction between the sodium ion and the chloride ion gives rise to the formation of sodium chloride. Okay. So next, let us see